Alright, so I made like a little video. I started recording, but it wouldn't stop loading, and so I stopped the video, stopped the recording, and I figured it out, and I deleted that little bit. So yeah, I said in there that I figured something about the key thing, where a key unlocks the next chapter in a book, and there will be a timer after I use a key where it'll add another key. And the diamond thing is for special things like outfits and um, like special opportunities like we do with Ava. But yeah, we're doing It Lives in the Woods Chapter 2 now. Like I said, I don't want these videos to be too long. I tried to find a good spot last episode, but then it ended for me. So here we go. 10 years ago. Now playing as Cora. Autumn sun sifts through the trees as you follow your best friend deep into the woods. Jane, where are we going? Your mom's gonna kill us if she finds out we went this far by ourselves. I know, but you gotta see it just a little further. Jane leads you to the edge of a clearing, pointing to a crumbling stone building on the other side. Okay. Well, what is this place? Don't know. Watch this. Jane scoops up a petal and tosses it at the house. It sails straight over the threshold, then stops in midair. No way! The pebble hangs in the air for a moment, then drops straight down. That is so awesome! Let me try. You pick up your own pebble and chuck it into the doorway, the same invisible barrier dropping to the ground. Cool. I wonder what's inside. Inside? We can't go inside. How come? It's not like anyone lives here anymore. Look, there's holes in the roof. What if you're wrong? What if we get in trouble? What if something bad happens? Look at Jane, who stands with her hands balled tight into fists, the lower lip trembling. Hey, you got your birthday present with you? Sniffling, Jane nods, reaching under her collar to pull out an old whistle hanging from a necklace chain. Examine. Good. Remember what I said when I gave it to you? That if I ever get scared, I should blow on the whistle and you'll come and protect me. Jane raises the whistle to her lips. She blows a high trill that rises and falls as it echoes through the clearing. You're my best friend, Jane. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. Glancing back at the ruins, you can almost hear the stones calling, reaching for you. Your feet shuffle in place, itching to close the distance. But if you're too scared, we can just go home. I'm not scared. Just promise you'll watch out for me. Promise. I'll even go first. Heart thrumming in your chest, you walk straight up to the doorway, reaching out to feel the space inside. Is there something there? Does it hurt? Feels tingly. As you step onto the threshold, the tingling spreads over your whole body, then suddenly stops. Smiling, you continue into the dark room beyond. The darkness surrounds you like fog, almost thick enough to touch. You shiver, suddenly certain that something is in there with you, watching you. Hello? Ooh, God, it's nighttime. I hate this. Your words echo strangely in the hollow space, and the voice that returns is not entirely your own. I shouldn't have done this at nighttime. Is someone there? What's your name? Name? The leaves at your feet blow aside, revealing a patch of smooth gray stone. And as you watch, uncovering the phone. Redfield? Chris? Like a relative of Chris or something? Redfield. Sounds old. like a snooty old butler. Nice to meet you, Mr. Red. I'm Cora. Cora. Her eyes slowly adjust to the dark room, squinting. You see what looks like stairs in the far corner, disappearing into a jagged hole in the floor. Cora, is it safe? Who are you talking to? Hang on a sec, I think there's something... Wind suddenly howls up through the hole in the floor, knocking you off your feet. Ah! Wind reverses direction, dragging you toward the abyss. Dig your fingers into a crack in the floor, just barely resisting. Cora? Run. Through the door, you see Jane turn and try to run, but the wind howls after her, snatching her up before she makes it 3 steps. Jane slides past you, scrambling for purchase on the uneven floor. Jane! Jane's necklace chain breaks with a sharp snap, and the whistle vanishes down the hole in the floor. Cora, I can't hold on. I'm slipping. Jane starts to cry, and suddenly your fear ignites to anger. Furiously scream into the howling darkness. Stop it, Mr. Red. Stop it right now, or else. Or else my friends are gonna come and burn your stupid house down. And just like that. The wind dies, and the house falls still. Cautiously, you push yourself up. Jane sobs quietly a few feet away, still clinging tightly to the floor. Jane, come on, let's get out of here. My whistle. It took my whistle. I know, we gotta go before it changes its mind and takes us too. Nodding, Jane lets you pull her up, and the two of you sprint out the front door. At the edge of the clearing, you can't resist looking back one more time. The ruins sit still and quiet, showing no signs of life. Cora, come on. Coming. You turn away, hurrying after Jane. Behind you, a soft whistle rises and falls as it echoes through the clearing. Chapter 2. What are you afraid of? Back in the... Oh, okay. All day after the pep rally, your mind races with the thoughts of Dan and Jane and him. Redfield is really back. The Dan is in danger, and we have to help him. Now, if you'll all turn to page 102 in your textbooks. As your English teacher turns away to write on the board, you open a group text on your phone. This is Cora. Need to talk. Hey, Cora. Yo. Sup? What the heck? How did you get my number? Face space. Wow, creeper much? Cora, what do you want to talk about? Pep rally. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. When, where you want to meet? By the fountain. After school. Can't. I've got practice until 6. Same. Meet after? Guys, this is serious. I can't just ditch. We have a game coming up. Fine. You meet at 6. KK. Oh, hey, I think you forgot to add Lucas to this text. Crap, you're right. Hang on, lit. That goes meant to see me. You can finish your text, your phone dies. Ugh, what the hell? Cora, not to be volunteer, since you're so obviously paying attention. Perhaps you know the answer to my question. When did the last witch trial take place in the United States? Classmates start to snicker as Mr. Cooper stares you down. Lucas catches your eyes from a few rows up. He winks at you, then opens his hand under the desk. From your angle, you can make out your 4 digits written across his palm. 1878? Mr. Cooper raises an eyebrow. Well, you certainly kept this in suspense, Cora. But you are correct. 1878. Think about that, everyone. Not so very long ago. just 75 years before the Crucible, which we'll be reading this semester. In literature, as in life, the past is always creeping up just behind us. The bell rings. And so is the end of school. Class dismissed. All around you, students begin to pack up their things. You make your way toward Lucas. Mr. Cooper beats you there. Mr. Thomas, a word? Yeah, sure. Out in the hall, you lean against the wall near an outlet, charging your phone while you wait for Lucas. Stupid phone. I just charged you. The hallway empties as everyone heads home for the day. Gradually, you become aware of muffled voices inside the classroom. And I know what you're doing. Don't know what you're talking about. May have everyone else fooled, but you can't fool me. What's going on in there? I should probably get closer. I already know what something's up. Can't hurt to listen a little more. Guiltily, you edge closer, move to press your ear to the door. Even cold hands suddenly grab you from behind, covering your eyes. There you are. Ah. Panic floods your body, and you struggle wildly against your captor as you're dragged down the hall. No, let me go, Your shouts turn into a gasp of pain as you're shoved backwards into a wall. You're deafening slam, and then muffled laughter. What? Hey. OMG, your face. School's back in session, Cora. Let me out, you freaks. But we wanted to make sure your school year started with a bang. Jocelyn kicks the locker door, making you yelp and cover your ears. Get comfy in there, Cora. We'll check on you tomorrow morning. Bye. Jocelyn and Cody's laughter recedes down the hall, leaving you alone in the dark, cramped space. After a few minutes of pushing, punching, and swearing, the locker door still won't budge. You slump against the back wall, defeated. Great. Perfect. Cora. What now? You guys think of some more fun ways to torture me? More fun. Get lost, Cody. I'm not scared of you. Bang. The whole locker shakes and the shadows all around you seem to thicken, growing colder, closing in. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. What? I'm not scared. You spin around to find Jane staring up at you, your hands balled into fists. Behind her, the ruins loom against the backdrop of twisted trees. Jane? Jane, we have to leave. You try to reach for her, but your body stays frozen in place. Night creeps over the woods as you struggle against your invisible prison. Jane watches you with huge, sad eyes as darkness bleeds from the doors and windows of the stone house, shadowy tendrils reaching out for her. Promise you'll watch out for me? Jane, I didn't know what would happen. Darkness finally grabs hold of Jane, snatching her back toward the ruins. Cora. Jane screams as the darkness follows her, and then the shadows explode outward, a black hurricane howling toward you. No, please. I'm sorry. Locker door springs open, and you fall face first onto the floor, gasping frantically for air. Slowly you realize that someone's kneeling over you. Thank you. Of course. Easy now. You take Lucas's hand and he pulls you to your feet. How'd you get the door open? I've been telling the school for years that we need to replace these old lockers. Anyone can open them if they know the trick. Guess it's a good thing they never took my advice, huh? Yeah, lucky me. Lucas glances at his watch and heaves a weary sigh. Late to something? Just a lot to do. As always, if you want to report this incident, I can take you by the office if you like. I doubt it'd do any good, but there's actually something else I need to talk to you about. Oh, can we walk and talk? I've got some things to take care of before I head out. You nod and the two of you set off at a brisk pace. It's about what happened at the pep rally. Oh, the blackout? Don't worry, I've already filed a maintenance report. Can't have the lights going out during the basketball game. And the voice? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, one sec. Before you can say another word, Lucas ducks into the auditorium. Inside, Lucas waves to a group of band kids on stage. Sounding great, guys. Just make sure you're done in here by 3:45, okay? Drama Club needs time to set up. Mr. Red, what, when we were kids? Gore, come on, that was just some make-believe game that you and Jane made up. Are you sure about that? Lucas looks rattled, even more so when the phone in his pocket starts buzzing. I have to answer this. Excuse me. Slips around you and out a side door. By the time you catch up, he's already in the middle of a phone call. Yes, Mama, I know college prep is tonight, but we talked about this. Because I have to meet with the homecoming and yearbook committees after school, and I can't be in 3 places at once. I know, Mama. I know. Yeah, love you too. Bye. Jeez, you really are busy. You know, if you would slow down for a second. Pretty sure the school would literally collapse. Lucas's phone buzzes again. He checks it and sighs. Great. Now the school paper says they need an interview. Tomorrow? Lucas's words come faster and faster, growing louder as he starts to pace back and forth. How am I supposed to get ready for an interview by tomorrow? I can't handle this right now. Stop and breathe for a second. Put your hand on Lucas's shoulder, meeting his eyes. Just focus on me, okay? Deep breath in. Take a long, slow breath, motioning for Lucas to do the same. Good. Now back out. Nice and slow. You and Lucas take a few more breaths. Finally, he smiles at you. Better? Yeah, a little. Good. Now about this interview. Maybe it'd be less stressful if I helped you prepare. We could grab a coffee down the street and I could throw you some softball questions. I've been meaning to catch up with you anyway. It's a perfect excuse for me to ask all kinds of nosy stuff. That would be great. Really do that? Want to help Lucas paraphrasing you? You gain a lot of nerve and you'll get a chance to reconnect. Okay, this stupid diamond thing. I don't have enough. This is so stupid, this diamond thing. It's a stupid thing. I can't do it. I want to, but I can't. Actually, I have something else I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, what happened at the pep rally? Yeah, so you heard them? The whispers? The voice? Lucas scratches his arm uncomfortably, glancing around. I mean, look, I don't need to get around that the class president hears voices. But hypothetically, suppose I did. What then? Well, hypothetically, a bunch of us are meeting by the fountain to talk about it, 6 p.m. So, you in? Or are you too busy? My schedule's pretty full right now, but I guess you can come for a little while. Just to listen. Great. See you then? Excuse me. Yeah, see you then. I burped. Hold on, I'm gonna have to stop this right here because the time's going up. So yeah, I'll wait for this to upload, and this bookmarks anyway, so see you in a minute.